4, 3, 2.
There it was.
That was good.
That was it.
That was solid.
Yeah,
you should leave
it.
your counting in because that makes math count. That should be good.
Well, actually, you should just make the music start. Because even if he's off, at least it starts.
Oh yeah, he can go ahead and fix it anyway.
Because it'll be like 3.
Hey, next time we're gonna be like, where's the music? Even when it starts. So we just throw him under the bus.
Oh, you know what we used to do? Hey everybody, that checks out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted, he's Damon. What do you got? I got stuff. You got stuff? I got stuff.
I got stuff, but I do have. I'd like to start with a sponsor.
Oh, all right.
This sponsor is. I would like to start with one, but from the response I'm getting over there, I don't know that we will. Oh, we will. Look at that. You think we'll have volume? Yeah. Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Man.
Fenton Stables and Horse Ranch.
Might need to turn it up a little.
All right.
Meet Starry Night here. At first glance, he appears to be a normal horse. But you check his undercarriage, and he's the same size as you and I. Is it easy to find a horse with a short peanut like this? No, it's damn near impossible.
That's why our ancestors started breeding out the big penis gene in our horses generations ago.
I can't even
In
talk.
fact, this year, we were excited to welcome our first 5-inch horse
Listen to
penis.
this.
Tragically, he passed early this year.
Killed himself.
He jumped off a cliff.
Pause.
First off, I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love how he talks. Like,
Yeah.
he might have met a real horse at one point, and that horse liked his mouth.
Yeah. Gravel. What do you eat for lunch? Gravel. Yeah.
Yeah, that horse's name, you didn't see it. It was Short Stack. Also, I know you guys also
$1
can't
less.
see it. They have pointed more than once to a regular man-sized unit on a horse.
Yeah. By the way,
Proudly.
if I could rename this Adequate Farms, okay?
Where the
I would
horse
love-
is hung as long, I whatever something is.
Yeah. The horse is sung like you, I think
Yeah,
is what it is.
something,
But what I found this and I thought, what a great I might sponsor them. You know what I mean? We might end up being like, listen, this is a dual sponsorship.
Yeah.
All right. It's great for you. I mean, last week they sent me a sandwich. This week, I don't need nothing. All right.
This week, I can legitimately say I'm hung like a horse.
Yeah. Go ahead, hit play.
Is that all I mean? That hung like a horse?
I guess.
But yours is bigger than that.
Is it? Huh. Bigger than a horse's. I like the sound of that. Thanks, Fenton's.
Fenton Stables and Horse
Now,
Ranch.
have you seen this? Because I feel like I walked. I feel like I walked right into the punchline that you knew was coming. When I said you could call yourself as hung as a horse, and that guy was like, "I like that." Well, you're the one that's hung.
I like it. They should have let the gravel guy sing it though. Imagine if that was sung when
Well, you're the one that's hung.
yeah. Past the
speaking-
Marlboro.
Speaking of hung horses,
Yeah.
the other day I came downstairs. It was early. It was a Sunday.
Yeah.
But it was early on a Sunday, so it was like 7:00. I sit down at the kitchen table. I'm drinking my coffee, and I look over and I see a medicine bottle that I did not remember the night before, and it's blue, so that means it's for the dog.
That's how you party, huh?
It's for the dog. And I look at it, and it has that day's date on it. Now remember, it is 7 a.m. on a Sunday, and I was like, "Ooh,
We're in the future.
I was like, ooh, things have happened." I went to bed and an entire sitcom happened while I was asleep. Because I look over and the dog was in the same spot I had left him in, on the chair, on the other adult sleeping in the recliner. I'm like,
Yeah.
This is weird. Did the dog take himself to the vet? What's going on?
Yeah. Here's your keys, Dad. I'm all good.
Yeah, I don't see anything. And then all of a sudden, I was like, finally, they woke up and I was like, so I was talking to the dog. Is that the other person? So, Titan, I understand that you had a little bit of an adventure earlier this morning. Are you guys familiar with the term impacted anal glands?
No. Hey, are you eating a sandwich?
Oh, he's clicking on some stuff. Are you trying to? Anyway, so dogs like of a certain breed and everything, they have glands in their anus. They
Correct.
get compacted, right? So they have to be expelled.
I think groomers do that
Yes,
sometimes,
yes,
right?
yes,
Like you pay
yes.
for that, right?
Which, if people knew the story, they would know that someone was like, "Oh, he's not that bad. I'm going to cancel his grooming." Now, cut to, he's got stuff butt. Also, cut to, every tile floor in my house is like an ice rink to him right now because his nails didn't get cut either.
Right. Yeah.
So
click, clack, click,
he's
clack.
trying to take a hard corner, and it's just there goes the cabinets.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Or he sounds like a Tom and Jerry cartoon when he's trying to take a corner.
Like Bo Jackson running up the wall in the outfield?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
every time.
It's nice.
But, no pun intended, So I still don't see anything. Like, I don't see anything wrong. And then like, oh, well, he was scooting and trying to chew his
He was
butt.
doing the boot scooting, boogie.
Boot, trying to chew his butt. So then he gets turned around and faces me. I'm now staring down a very angry anus because it has been shaved shorn, much like Mac's microphones. No longer have the cover on them.
Yeah, yes.
They're fresh and daisy.
Prepubescent microphones
But
here
this
at
thing,
Audio High Podcast.
this pucker was just angry and red and screaming at me.
Yeah.
Cut to the last week. It's been a rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to hold the squirmy dog and who gets to put a glove on and rub ointment all over, around, and inside the inner lip of that anus.
I wish I'd known this. I'd been in your house and be like, me next.
Yeah.
But here.
My butt's itchy.
Hey, spoiler alert.
I got a butt.
You guys don't have to hold me.
Hey,
I'll sit
yeah.
still.
Hey, guys.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, guys, I got a butt.
I'm a guy. I got a butt.
And then the other day, do we have any gloves left? I'm like, oh, you've been just going through the gloves? I know where gloves are. Guess who's keeping them?
Yeah.
Those are my gloves.
Yeah, that's my stash. Yeah, someone's going to be raw
What
dogging
got
the dog.
really weird, and he was very angry. What got really awkward and very disturbing is about day 4, he got really into it. Not really into it, but he didn't fight it anymore. He just
He's like, oh, here it comes.
He just kind of laid there and looked at you like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
No. Slower.
Yeah.
Counterclockwise.
Talk in the voice like this.
No, one time I was doing it, and all of a sudden his gland decided to self-evacuate.
Oh.
So suddenly I got this
Hence the glove is
yeah,
necessary.
it looked like Elmer's glue. It was
Yeah.
suddenly a peanut butter, like a light peanut butter. And I was just like, wonderful. Now, the best part was because I wasn't holding the dog was not sitting on me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, hey, by the way, when I pull my glove away, you might want a paper towel. What? Yeah, that you chose hold.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, you were the hold.
That's
yeah.
on you.
I'm the butt guy. I'm the butt guy. You're the hold. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
And then,
but all this happened in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well, yeah, that the initial thing, right. Also went to the vet by...
So you slept
went
through
to the
all
vet
this?
by us. That was a 4-hour wait, so I had to go 2 towns over for that emergency vet. Yeah, I found out all about this later because I was asleep through it all. Didn't even hear anything. Didn't hear the door or the thing, nothing. Just
Well, the dog didn't bark because his
his
beehole was hurting.
Well, his mouth was probably in his beehole.
Yeah, his beehole was hurting.
Yeah, but what happens is we put a cone on him because he can't eat that. But then suddenly, I'll look over and I'll see the cone just mysteriously on the side of somewhere. Like, oh no! And then you go find him. Sure enough, he's trying to dig his way to China through his butt.
Yeah.
With his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite the week. It's been very fun.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. No, it's kind of gushy.
Yeah, it's
actually.
pretty solid.
Yeah, but when he first turned around and it was just that angry red raw shaved butt, because my dog he gets groomed every now and then, but he usually doesn't go full pre-pubescent.
Right, yeah,
as
yeah.
we
They don't.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't.
no,
they
it
don't
was
make
just
him like Max Mike.
Oh, it was it winks at you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Every time he barks,
Yeah.
you're like, stop barking.
Yeah. Every time his heartbeat, boom, 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 boom.
No way.
I'm making that up.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you shouldn't focus that much. You should know that.
Hey,
yeah.
you showed me a horse with a man-sized dog.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you
can
feel better about life?
I can talk about my dog's angry anus.
Yeah. Don't you feel better about life right now? Yeah. You're gonna be like, listen. Thank you. What is it? Fenton Stable Horse Ranch. Yeah.
Well, you're the one who's hung.
Yeah. So
Come and knock on my door.
So my little escapade this week was I lit up, and when I say lit up, I'm going to get to that part, but I lit up the self-checkout at Home Depot.
Oh.
So the contractor line had just a huge line. So I was like, all right, I only have a couple things. I'll just go to scan it myself, okay? I don't like doing this. We've talked about this before. I don't work there. It's not my job. I'll just go to somebody. It is what it is. But it says, so I scan it, and it says customer needs assistance at self-checkout. Okay? I scanned paint. I didn't understand paint. You have to.
It automatically says?
Yes. But it puts out an audible thing, to which the people who were talking.
Idiot needs assistance at the self-checkout.
Yeah.
Idiot needs assistance. Try to check out paint by himself. What a tool.
So I'm standing there, and I didn't want to interrupt the conversation that was one thing over with 3 of their employees. When this went off the first time, no one comes. No one comes to my assistance, no one at all. I'm like, okay. So I give it a second. And when I say a second, that might have been stretching it. I don't think I waited that long. I walked to another machine. Okay. I start scanning my stuff. Okay. Now there's 4 in this area. No one's there but me. Can I tell you when I was done? All 4 of them needed assistance because I went to all 4. Finally, someone shows up, and it wasn't one of the 3 talkers. It was somebody else. Okay. So when they show up, I've got the whole thing locked down. There's people waiting to buy stuff. Yeah. Every one of the lights is lit up. Everything's going off. And I'm like, okay. So now I almost just pushed my stuff down to the other lane and just stood in line like, screw it. I don't care. It is what it is. So they come up. Somebody else is trying to scan something. Well, it's already started, so they don't understand it. I'm thinking, look at it. The light's not green; it's flashing. And so this lady resets mine because I'm standing there, and then she proceeds to go to the other ones where there's people standing in front of me. They're like, "Oh, you're buying paint too?" Okay, no, they're not.
No,
they're not.
Those are all me.
First off, if you look, the one lady, she's like holding a mop.
Yeah. Where's
the paint? Hey, did you scan something and then keister it afterwards? That's not how you steal stuff. That's how you keister stuff because you're into keystering stuff. All right.
That's a big keister.
Yeah, that's when
you put. You like a whole gallon of paint?
No, spray can.
Oh,
spray
okay.
Can. Still,
yeah.
Still,
that maybe
caps on.
Maybe
that's depth. You know what I mean? That's depth.
There's some talented people out there.
So, but what's funny is that and then she goes to the other one and there's people standing there. She goes, "Oh, you bought paint too? Did you not figure it out after the first two?" That I went to every one of these machines. I'm just punching out, man. I'm good. I'm done. I'm walking out the door. And she goes to the last one, and I'm like, please, on the way out. And I hear her go, "Did you buy paint too?" And I'm like, that's why it took so long, because you had to go, "What's that funny noise?"
Yeah.
You're special, okay? You should not be in charge of registers. But I was very irritated. Now, as we know, I already have some store that I will never go to.
Right.
I cannot afford
to
have a second one of these.
That's 5 years ago now.
Yeah, I cannot afford to have another one of these in the realm of, hey, I really can't give you my business because I'm going to run out of places I can shop to do stuff at my house.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, Lowe's already abandoned us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So we're
if you can't
stuck.
go to Home Depot or some store, you're in trouble.
So, but what's funny is that she asked 3 different people if they're buying the same paint.
Right.
That I had in my hand.
That guy's got that paint too.
Yeah.
But I can see it in his hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to need to check your keister.
Yeah. Yeah. What's weird is I keistered a 5-gallon bucket of that paint. All right. Because it was like $140. I'm not
Gusmer needs assistance at his own keister.
Yeah.
Gusmer needs assistance at his own keister.
Listen, if Ted's wife holds me, will you rub the salve on so I can get this in there? Okay. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this does not fit easy. All right. So might want to shave it first too. Maybe we can shave it up. Yeah.
What aisle is your gloves?
Yeah. And then I give her, hoo, hoo, and she's like, "Don't do that. It's winking at me." Yeah. Yeah. By the way, it has very bad breath. I wish you would stop. Wish you would stop doing that. But no, I thought it was crazy that it's like you had to ask and I had to wait. That's why I went to the other ones and there's 3 people. I don't know that they didn't have a card, or that's fine to swipe and be like, "I'm not a manager." Cool. But you're having a conversation and you're watching me look right at you.
Right. Maybe you could facilitate getting someone
You
here.
might get on the mic and be like, "Do you hear the beeping?" Because there's a beeping.
Hey, guys, I think we need to get this. This guy looks like he's a keisterer.
Well, not even that. But now there's a 2 beeping. Do you hear the 2 beeping? You know what's weird? There's about to be a 3rd beeping because we're watching him walk across the aisle and set his crap down. And this is what he's doing.
Well, they're probably talking like, this guy didn't learn. The first 2 didn't work.
There's no way this is going to work.
The first didn't work.
Yeah.
I bet, hey, guys, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I bet that 3rd one doesn't work for him.
But what gets me, okay, none of them were running a register that I could go to. So if you're standing by the ones that say, it offers like assistance, you know what I mean? Like they basically take stuff out and scan it for you, which they should, okay, but they could just do it at a different register. So if you're 3 standing there talking, none of you is qualified to be in this area, and none of you is going to open a register. I'm going to do whatever I got to do.
Right.
Okay. Which means I'm going to set off all 4 of your things in this area.
We went furniture shopping over Memorial Day weekend.
Nobody likes a bragger.
Sales. Well, we didn't come home with anything.
Yeah.
But apparently, this was a return trip for the other 2 people in the party. I was hey, we want your opinion. Come look at stuff. So we go to the first place. Hey, can we help you? I'm just kind of looking around. 2 seconds later. Oh, hey, have you been helped? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm a manager. I just want to make sure everyone helped. Yeah, we covered that in the first question. And your management? Great. A couple minutes later. Hey, do you need any help? No, we're good. Okay, just a manager. Want to make sure everyone. How many managers and helpers do you need in this joint? I can see all the furniture from where I'm standing.
Right.
I just want to sit my butt on some stuff and be like, nope, not this.
Yeah.
So then we go to another place.
I'm going to keister this couch.
We go to another place because I don't know what it is about this area. You put one furniture store, there's got to be 14 around.
Oh, I got you.
We go to another
happens.
one.
Yeah.
And apparently Miss Cindy had helped my family the day before.
Oh.
We walk in and Roger's like, hey, can I help you? And I was just like, no, we're good. But Roger was told, oh, no, we were here yesterday and Miss Cindy had helped. And Roger's immediately like, oh, okay, I'll go let him know. I'll go let her know you're here. And I was like, oh, no, that's not what the point of that was, Raj. That was to get rid of you, not to bring over Miss Cindy. Because Miss Cindy did a thing where, hey, great to see you. You brought back. Oh, is this Mr. So-and-so? That's great. You going to look around at some stuff? Yeah, sure. And then as we walked from area to area, Miss Cindy is literally
hovering.
I think she was like adhered to me with some sort of invisible pole because I would turn around and she'd be right there. right there. And so finally, I ducked around where the bedroom sets were and ran back.
You
to the other
lost her?
side. Oh yeah, just totally ditched her. And I was just sitting there like enjoying a couch. And then some other woman comes up. Do you need help? No, I'm good. I start to walk away. Are you sure you don't need any help? I'm like, am I giving off a sign that I'm some sort of like,
You're an invalid.
Invalid? Yes.
Yeah, you really
Do
are.
I need help?
Yeah.
Right. And then she asked again, like a couple minutes later, you need help? I'm like, I am good. And then I meet up with my party again. And then suddenly I point out to the orange shirt lady, which is not Miss Cindy, the other lady. I'm like, I found them. I'm good. I'll be okay the rest of the time. Just so you know. All right. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But literally, Cindy came up to me at one point when I was still looking for my family because they disappeared. This is a bigger place. I couldn't see the whole floor by.
Yeah, I got you.
Was like, you see anything you like? I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't count. Oh no, it sure doesn't. No. I've been in this group for over 25 years. I guarantee nothing. I wasn't brought here to make the final decision, Miss Cindy.
I was here to help load it in the car.
Yeah. I was here so they could be like, they could hear what I wanted to say. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that anyway.
Yeah. Great plan. We're not going with it, but great plan.
But literally, what I've learned is that I should have led with that. Because as soon as I said that, Miss Cindy wanted nothing to do with me.
Right, yeah. You're not
Left
the
me
decision
alone.
maker.
Right.
Yeah, you're not the decision maker.
Left me alone.
Yeah. I've actually been in places like that where I've looked at them and go, if you stay here, I will buy nothing.
Right.
And they look at you and go, what? I go, if I need help, I'll raise my hand.
I can't play that game anymore. I get in trouble. Even though I'm in the right.
Yeah.
I get in trouble.
Oh, I totally do that.
I was doing like the passive aggressive, like not very quiet. Like let's say she's as far away as Mac is right now. For those of you not, that's like 15 feet, right?
Yeah, if that.
I was literally like, is she just going to walk around this whole time? Just right here? And I was doing it like that loud. It's like, just hope. Can you hear me, Miss Cindy?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you.
Turns out she's the lifeguard from last week. She can't hear anything. She can't hear anything you're saying. So
do you want me to come over and sell you furniture?
Only she didn't sound like that.
No.
Yeah, only she didn't
Only
say
I hadn't
fudge.
said fudge.
She hadn't said fudge. So, no, I totally get that. But I've been in that case before where I've been like, listen, if you stay here, I'll just walk out the door. It's real easy.
Even though I said it as a joke, I was like, well, I don't know if I want it. Like, I like this. I don't like that. Okay, then pick out whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, where do you want to go? I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to go anywhere because you didn't make a decision. You're also here.
Yeah.
You're also here.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think I did it when we went, you went fridge shopping with me. I don't think I did it there, but I've had people go, hey, so what can I do? They make the joke, like, what can I do you for? And you're like, you can leave me alone.
Yeah.
And they look at you and they're like, and I'm like, no, seriously, you can just leave me alone. And if I need you, I'll be like, whoo. And I will ask them, what's your name?
Right.
Okay, cool. I'll
Also,
call you.
Also, I am very familiar with how a refrigerator works.
Right.
I do not need your
You see this side? It gets cold. You see this side?
Gets colder.
It also gets that gets cold as well.
And you see this? This breaks.
Yeah. It's an ice maker. Breaks on everything.
Breaks.
It breaks all the time.
This is a supposed ice maker.
Yeah. You know when it makes ice? When you least expect. In the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep. Yeah.
This ice maker will tease you and make ice for a little bit and then cut it off. Wait, that's a different metaphor. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind.
Are you married to this ice maker? I'm not married to that fridge. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I told you to go away.
Yeah.
Why ask me these questions?
And then occasionally that fridge will get drunk and it'll make promises and it'll be asleep before you even. What are you What are you talking about?
The ice won't even be fully hard.
Yeah. So weird.
It'll just be like kind of slush.
Yeah.
Won't even be into it.
And I'll be like, can I put the leftovers in there? They'll be like, no, not in this fridge. And you're like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. So, by the way, what are we talking about?
I don't remember.
What did Miss
My
Cindy
dog,
say?
my dog's anus? What are we talking about?
Yeah. I'm going to need you to hold him while I rub the ointment on him. So, hey, let's do some fun facts.
Fun facts.
All right. First fun fact. In 1956, following a wager lost at a bar, Thomas Fitzpatrick, that's a strong name, okay?
Patrick Fitzthomas is a stronger name.
It really is. Managed to steal an aircraft from the airport and successfully land it in front of the establishment, okay? So this is 1956. So he's at a bar.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to land a plane right here. And he does. Now, 2 years later, he repeated the feat after a patron expressed his skepticism regarding the initial claim.
You stand right here. Yeah. You stand right. I'll be right back.
Tell me he didn't leave.
You look straight up. You understand? You look right up in the sky.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So
you better clear this street.
So my point is, all right.
And that looks like a busy street.
It's a busy street. So, but you know what's weird? When you're bringing a plane down, cars
get out of the way.
Cars tend to move.
Yeah.
People move, But how do you double down so much where you're like, don't tell me I didn't land a plane here?
Yeah.
Because I will do it again.
I feel like, though, that Thomas Fitzpatrick is the guy that'd be like, hey, do you believe I did that? Do you believe I did? Question me. Yeah, challenge me. Do it.
Yeah.
Huh? You think I did it?
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't do it. Oh!
Was that a triple dog there?
Oh. Ring the field, Gerald. I'm going to get a plane.
The other thing I want to know. So in 1956, he did this 2 years later. So you're telling me in 56, stealing an airplane and landing it in a street
Was not a 2-year
was not a 2-year offense.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe it was still in the courts.
You're on good behavior? What do you, I mean, you know, yeah. Yeah. He didn't do it a third time. Why?
Maybe
Prison.
it was the prosecutor being like, I don't believe he did it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
First off.
And then he does it again. And you're like, we got him.
You know what's weird? The defense rests your honor.
Yes.
Don't steal the plane again, Thomas. I don't understand. Remember when we talked about you're just going to say yes and no in court. That's it. Do you remember? Okay. You stole the plane. Okay. You're like, don't tell me I can't do that. All the peers, the jury of my peers doubted me.
Yeah, he leaves. He comes back. They've built a temporary judge's bench and a jury box and everything. He's going to land. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, I think they go to the end of this.
Yeah. That guy was really excited for me to steal that plane again. I should have caught on.
Yeah.
Do you want me to steal it again? Maybe. Maybe. Can you land it right here?
That's the whole thing. So the prosecutor comes out and goes, "Look, we're wasting the court's time. There's no way you could have taken that plane."
And it's just like, shh.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I believe Exhibit A is about
Right. Nobody challenges Thomas Fitzpatrick. Very strong name. But yeah, how is that not a 2-year offense? Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, dude, you're out the next day. You're like, don't tell me that's not why I went to prison. Yeah. Okay, don't you dare tell me.
Well, that's the thing. Like, prison is supposed to be like teach you like don't do that again because you don't want to have this happen again. Clearly, the man did not learn any lessons.
Yeah. And he was drunk.
Yeah.
How do you get it? You can't get a DUI. I guess you're not on the road.
Yeah.
Well, then
I'll get a DU fly, buddy.
Yeah. Don't tell me I can't land that.
Don't tell me I can't.
You know the worst part about it the first time? Spilled my beer. You know.
Tell the runway stop moving.
But you're right. That'd be so great if that was. It's like the defense rests your honor. You know. It's like, how do you defend that, dude? You went and got another plane. You put it in the parking lot of the courthouse.
Thomas, I believe the defense just started.
Yeah.
You kind of made this difficult.
Yeah. Whose side are you on? Yeah.
Yeah, literally, he gets out. He's like, this is one small step for man, one giant step for the defense resting.
Yeah.
No. This is where we start, buddy.
This is where we started. Yeah.
Oof.
All right. Second fun fact. This is why when you guys make fun of me, I don't think you should. Over 80% of the global population has never taken a flight.
Well, not Thomas.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's weird? He's like, I've never even flown a plane before. I stole it twice.
Did actually read over 80% of the population never taken a plane?
Yeah. Never taken a flight. But 80% of the global population, there's how many billion people? 8 billion?
8 billion. Yeah.
Okay. So 80% of that, I mean, that's pretty good.
That's a few billion.
So that's a few billion. Yeah, it's a lot of billion.
A couple 2 billion.
Yeah, a couple. A couple 2 3 billion. Whatever.
A couple like 6 billion.
Yeah, if you round it to the nearest 3 billion.
Near the nearest 6 billion. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But I just thought when I read that, I thought I know I'm special, but I'm not special here. People don't fly. People don't fly, man. You act like what I do is so weird.
Don't fly, man.
Yeah. Except Thomas for Patrick.
Thomas is like, you want to see me fly?
Yeah. We hear the plane land out here. Were you listening? Yeah. And it's a 50s prop plane.
Well,
you're like, whoa, that don't even look safe to fly. That shouldn't be in the air.
Well, yeah, I'm 106. It's not safe to fly.
Yeah. Yeah. I spilt my formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. I spilled my formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
I'm real drunk.
All right. Third fun fact. Marriage graduation. Okay.
Yep, those are 2 words. They don't go together, but
it's called Satsuken.
Satsuken.
Finish him. Satsuken.
Get over here.
Yeah.
I think I broke Damon.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. So it says it's a concept that originated in Japan. Of course it did.
Well, yeah. No, with that name, I thought it was East Africa.
Hadouken. All right. Anyway, where couples remain legally married but choose to live separately so they can pursue individual dreams and personal fulfillment.
What's the point of the marriage?
Okay. Here's the deal. You know where it doesn't happen? Here.
America.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I can tell you why. There's no word for it.
Yeah.
You don't get to just be like, yeah, so here's the deal. We're buddies, right?
Right. Well,
yeah.
no. What?
Yeah. No, I'm saying you look at your wife, you're like, we're bros.
We're pals, right?
We're bros.
You're like, brah.
yeah, brah.
Brah.
I really got lots of dreams I want to pursue and personal fulfillment I'm not getting from you.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's a no for me.
if we could start suking the crap out of this relationship, I sure would appreciate
Yeah,
it.
if I could stay on your insurance.
Right. Hey, you're still in my 401k?
Keep your half of the mortgage payment.
Yeah, you're
And
still
I'm out.
Yeah, you're still in my half. That's a damn difference. You just turn my hands over. It's like
if you want to take care of Miss Cindy, I'm gonna leave.
Right. She was all about showing me furniture, so I feel like I've spent a lot of time with her. She's hard to lose.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do it. You have to ditch her. Yeah. But
Why
no,
do I have to so steep down? Because I'm the one who lost her.
yeah, but
I
they
use my skills.
but they call it marriage graduation.
That doesn't make sense. I thought like it was some sort of like, you went to college together and then, hey, what is one ceremony? Now, like graduating magna cum laude and the new Mr. and Mrs. For the first time, everybody, let me have a pleasure to like,
Magna cum laude. He's got fulfillment he's chasing.
Right.
He needs to be by himself. All right. So, but just how do you go to your spouse? You go, listen, I've been pursuing these dreams and I got no fulfillment.
yeah. You know what's been holding me back? You. I've been doing a lot of soul searching.
So listen here, Leadweight. Here's what I'm going to tell you. We need to start suking the crap out of ourselves. So you know what's weird is if she's already like, okay, like she knows what it means. You're like, oh boy, that backfired. So are you gonna?
Yeah, he's like, we need to finish him. Oh, okay, okay.
You're gonna finish yourself now, son.
Yeah,
because you are alone.
You know who's not gonna finish you?
Yeah. So what's that? Like a Muppet with no hands. Hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
Well, Muppet doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's a weird concept. Like, what? Well, it's very dishonorable to separate, but it's okay to just go about your own dreams and literally tell the person,
Right.
not you.
Who's that? Well, that's Billy. That's my new Satsukin. Okay. So,
Like, hey, you gonna get that? No, that's just my wife. What?
Yeah. This guy here, he gives me fulfillment to the top.
Right.
Okay. You can go chase your dreams all
Right.
by yourself. So you can chase that ice maker.
Yeah.
That ice maker.
Oh, thank God. Come on. You can come out of the bedroom.
Yeah. Ice maker's broken.
He's good with it.
Right. You don't have to hide. He knows he knows you're here.
Yeah.
So I still pay half the mortgage in this place. He's on my insurance. It's okay. That's when you look, you're like, yeah, but I have IBS. I have to stay on her insurance. I have IBS. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? Can no moment at any time. So that financially ruined me.
Yeah. I'm gonna sat sukin, stand sukin. I'm gonna do all kinds of sukins.
I got a dog with stuff on his butthole right now. I
right.
mean, we just don't have the money. We got to be together. You know, we got to be.
I gotta
together.
buy gloves.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing I won't raw dog. It's the dog.
It's a dog. You never raw dog dog.
You never raw dog.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story of the raw dog?
No.
I'm at work.
Okay.
Right. There's a guy who has an apple in his office. And his office it's like a cubicle actually. It's just off the production floor.
Okay.
And I walk by and I see this apple. And then later on I see this apple and there's some apple missing. But it's just sitting there on the desk. And I walked over, I stopped, turned around, walked back, and I'm like, are you just raw dogging that apple in your office? And he's like, I guess so. I'm like, no, you're just eating an apple a bite at a time and just setting it back down in this open area. Right.
That's not how you eat an apple.
Right. So the next day he comes over and I was like, hey, by the way, and it was a small, like, because I don't know if you know this, you buy apples in the bag, they're a lot smaller, because you don't want to buy a 3-pound bag of apples and it'd be 2 apples.
Right.
That's kind of a Richard move. But I buy them separately, like from the bulk, because
Right,
I like to buy the giant ones.
You pay by the pound.
I like to buy an apple and eat that. Right. I don't want to buy, I had to bring 3 apples to work to be somewhat satisfied.
Yeah, these are cuties.
So I was like, hey,
need an orange.
hey, do you want a man's apple? And I pull it out, and like, you can have that one. And he's like, yeah, so I guess I'll eat this. What did you call it yesterday? Red dogging? And I was like, no. No. And also,
Red Rocket.
I don't want you to go around explaining to people that A, I told you what red dogging was, or what raw dogging is. Don't be. Hey, Ted told me about raw dogging. He told me about it because I do it in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said that like 2 people, like their heads popped up, like, "Ruh?" Yeah, you red dog these 2 guys right
Yeah.
here.
Did the record just skip? What
Just
just
literally
happened?
was like, yeah, what's the thing you said I did? The other apple, I red dogged it? Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
I
what I said. Let's go with
Yeah,
red.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would prefer to have red.
Yeah, you ate it doggy style. That's what I said.
Wait a minute. So I ate it. Did I rub it across the carpet first? What did I do?
Yeah, but I was so like incensed that I just walked by. Wait, he's just eating a couple bites and just leaving it
You
sit.
can't do that.
Yeah.
You know the other thing?
You start an apple, you eat it.
Okay.
Also, someone, I'm not going to name names, but someone else also peeled a banana, ate that banana, then went to someone else's desk and threw that banana peel in their garbage.
Oh,
I was like,
that's a boss move.
Yeah.
It's a boss move.
not I'm not naming names, but you got very close.
You might as well.
Let's say you bullseyed.
Yeah, you might as well just might as well piss on that desk because you are marking your territory
like a boss.
Like a boss. That's what I'm doing.
Well, then today, like they're taking the garbage out, and like I got to take my garbage out because there's a banana in it. I was like, there's still a banana in it?
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah, it happened on Tuesday. I'm like, I know, I watched him do it, and then they got mad at me. Like they literally went, bruh, and I was like, no,
I don't play defense for your trash can.
No, that's your trash can.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't let it go in mine.
Yeah,
I did my job.
I play goalie.
Yeah.
15 minutes after the game was over, I was right here.
Yeah. I didn't let the fog stop me. Get out of there.
Callback. That's callback
Hey,
from last week.
She's got a garbage can.
Yeah.
And no one's guarding it.
Listen, here's the deal.
Hey, it's open goal. Open net. That garbage can is open net.
But you can't switch it from here. You just challenge it. Don't act like I can't do that because I will dunk it right now. Yeah. So
yeah.
You got me.
You don't ask Thomas Fitzpatrick if he can switch it from here.
Yeah, you don't tell me. I can make that. Nothing but net.
I'll land right on this. I'm gonna land right on this street. What's going on?
I'm gonna have a dead to me.
Oh, okay.
I was not gonna have a dead to me, but I have a dead to me.
The guy that was red dogging his ass.
Yeah. So here's the deal. But when you eat something like that, now it's an apple. So if you lose interest, but if it's a small apple, you shouldn't lose.
Yeah, no, right.
Shouldn't lose interest.
Right. But the same people that like eat a sandwich and then put it down on a table.
Yeah.
Like. Get a napkin, a paper towel.
It's kind of like
take your underwear off and put that down. Don't put it on a table that someone else is eating off of.
When you have a donut, okay. When you have a donut,
with you,
okay.
Been a while, but with you,
okay. But when you have a donut, now if you have like a paper plate or something, you have a donut or you have it on a napkin, I understand, and you might set it down in between bites. You're doing something at work, this or that. If that donut is not gone in the proper amount of donut time, or like you said, sandwich or any other food, it should not be a marathon for you to finish an item that I would eat in 3 bites. Okay?
Right.
That's not how it should be.
Right.
Okay? When I turn around and look, or like you get the granola bars, you open them up, and it's like they're 2 bites a piece, and it's 4 bites, and I'm done with granola. Okay? Now, you know what I'm talking about, like the green wrapper ones, you know, the Nature Valley or whatever.
Yeah, the ones that literally just become sand as you eat it.
Correct. But they're how many bites can you take? Because you're gonna wear it. The more bites you take, the more shrapnel you have. You can't do that. So you need to just wolf them down. It is what it is. But if I come back and you still have 1 1/3, by the way, how'd you get a third? Because there are 2 biters, so there should not be a third. You know, if you have 1 1/3 sitting on your thing hours later, you're a psychopath. You need to be murdered. Okay, so I'm just telling you, you're dead to me. You need to finish food in the time that it should take to do it.
I like it. You're like, I know exactly how many bites how many licks it takes to go from getting that thing and being dead to me.
Yeah. It's 3, Mr. Owl. But that's just you prompt me because I watch people do that, and like I'll look over an hour later and there's a half a donut on a piece of paper on their desk, and I'm like, oh, okay. In no realm is that look presentable to anybody that walks up here because we deal with the public, and secondly, I want to murder you. You know what I mean? That's not how it should be.
You know those people that like they're taking, like, they're at the point where they can somehow have food between their thumb and forefinger that should never have gotten that small.
Yeah.
But they're still biting off of it.
Correct. You're still nibbling.
Yeah. Just like.
Yeah. Don't nibble.
What are you doing?
Don't nibble. That's a bite.
What are you doing?
That's a bite. First off, 3 times that is my last bite.
Stop balling your food and put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
They're literally like they're using the bowling grip on it. You're like, just put it in your mouth.
If I have something that good and that delicious, okay, the last bite is something that I look like I've never eaten anything in my life before. My mouth is all big, and you know what's weird? I can't enjoy the first like 9 chews because I'm trying to get it down to enough to where it's like, okay, there it is. You know, otherwise you're just like you can't breathe. You got no air. I cut off my oxygen for the last bite of donut because it's so damn good.
It's like those psychopaths that can open a packet of fruit snacks and eat them individually.
No, you dump it.
That just goes in your mouth.
You dump it.
And if you want, you can leave it in there and just like, let them
just
dissolve
squirt them around.
That's
kind of good.
That's fine.
Right, yeah.
But if you're like, didn't you open that 8 minutes ago? Yeah, I got like 10 left. What?
Yeah.
They come 9 to a pack, bro.
Well, same with M&M's. You don't pick M&M's one out of a bag.
Oh, yeah.
Skittles.
Yeah.
No. First off, Skittles, those will kill your jaw. You got a handful, you go. That's the other thing too.
Oh,
don't put them in your hand. Take the package to your mouth because you know why? Once you do that, you don't have to share with nobody.
The people that take mixed nuts and just have it in their hand, kind of like they're like holding a brandy snifter. They're just kind of like shaking it around. Like, first off, don't shake your nuts.
Yeah,
take that every way you want.
Correct.
They're just sitting there like shaking their nuts, and they look over and they kind of decide, ooh, this time a cashew, and they take a nut out. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Like you said, you scoop up your nuts, you put them right in your mouth.
Or they look at you and go, "You want one?" No, I'll just lick your other.
Only I didn't say fudge.
hand.
Yeah.
Excuse my. You got to cut that word.
Yeah, right.
Because I just said the F
That
word
was
really loud.
That's how angry he is, Mac.
That's how angry I am. Yeah, I will lick your other hand because that's exactly what you're doing. Hey, timestamp.
Timestamp.
Filler. Yeah, maybe we could put your countdown over it, Mac.
No, because it stops halfway
Yeah,
through.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
and it just goes
Yeah.
silent.
Did I just hear? He didn't say fudge. He did not say
He
fudge.
did not say
Yeah.
fudge. He was very angry,
Anyway,
but he wanted to lick someone's hand. In the
dead to
middle of
me. Dead to me. And that's what it is. But you're right, because I see people do that all the time with stuff in their hands, and it would be like M&Ms. They're like, "You want one?" And they're in your
it.
hand.
And they're kind of like, "Yeah, did you want one?" No,
No. Listen, I know what I did with my hands earlier today.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't eat them out of my hands.
How about you get to the last one and then just slide it into my mouth? How about you do that?
Yeah.
Just because it'll be damp by then. You could just it'll stay on the end of your finger. I'll put my tongue out. You could just and the body of Christ.
Yeah.
You just
Why don't you push it with the squeegee right out of the palm of
just
your hand?
hand me some communion. Your communal M&Ms.
They're WWs. They're
Yeah.
upside down. All right, I got one more fun fact.
I don't know if any of these have been fun so far.
Before football, Vikings played Nadaliker. It's a ferocious field game that used curved sticks and a hard leather ball. So it's kind of like basketball, but they're hitting them with hockey sticks.
The Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings. So it's kind of funny. Before football, this is what they do before every game. Okay,
Where was a curved stick and a ball? What was was there a goal?
I'm still reading.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Team sprawled.
I red dogged your story.
You did. Team sprawled. Why don't you finish? So take that big bite. Take it right now. Team sprawled across icy meadows, and then there were tackles, trips, and fist fights. They were all legal. Okay. Saga heroes won honor and sometimes wives by scoring in this chaotic sport that blended athletics, socialism, and raw Nordic. If there's a raw word, raw Nordic aggression.
So, Satsukin here.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, I'm gonna sort of change of pace. You're not really doing it for me. I'm gonna go out to one of the meadows. You said meadows. Meadows, and try to win another wife
across an icy meadow.
Yeah.
So
if you could bring me my curved stick and my ball.
So the way I'm getting this is basically it's like a basketball or a bigger ball, but it's like hockey stick, curved sticks, hockey sticks. Let's just call it that. So we're visualizing, okay? But you could tackle. So that's like football. You could trip, which really isn't like any sport, but whatever, and then you could fist fight.
I like how this
which is like hockey.
I like how this somehow watered down to women's field hockey at some point.
Yeah,
because it sounds like almost what you got. Like, hey, the Vikings used to play this. Yeah, but they used to do it on meadows and take home like trophy wives.
Yeah, they took home a female, and that's the whole thing too. Imagine you're so good at that game. Where like every week, instead of you getting a trophy, you're like, I got another wife.
Yeah,
I can't take that one home.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exactly what it is. So again, this is not the Minnesota Vikings.
Right, but I like how they it's before football, like before every sport, it seems like. It
Yeah.
sounds like they're like baseball or this. This, I guess.
Yeah. I gotta be honest with you. If it's between soccer and this, I'm playing this.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because soccer I could just be left out in the fog. This one I could take home a woman.
Yeah, this one. Hold on. You saying I can win a chick? Is this gonna happen?
What are the odds on that?
Yeah. They're like, not you. You're not good at anything,
Yeah, but maybe one will get left in the fog.
I heard her out there clicking.
Yeah.
All I did was run over there. And I was like, oh my God.
Hey, after 15 minutes, you can just take one home.
She's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Got to get her before the cops come. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right. So I don't have something for this. I just put let's go because this is, how sometimes we've talked about places like we should go on vacation.
Oh,
We
okay.
should do this, okay?
Okay.
This is probably one of the worst reviews I've ever read.
Why wouldn't we call this TCO's travel tips?
It could be. Yeah,
All right.
There we go. Travel tips. All right. So here we go. This is in Kentucky history. It says, come experience what has disappointed millions of people for over 225 years. Starting out strong.
Yeah.
Mammoth Cave National Park.
I was just going to say, it was one of the caves, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Recently rated as one of the most disappointing U.S. tourist attractions. While we think is the world's largest cave system with over 4,000 years of human history is amazing, others find the cave is very dark, in quotes, and nothing cool to see here, in quotes. That's your opinion, and that's okay. You don't go to a cave to be like, man, I hope this has cutting technology.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see the laser light show.
Yeah. My Wi-Fi sucks in this cave. I can't even FaceTime people. This is awful. It says, if you would like to experience the disappointment of Mammoth Cave, visit our website and choose from one of our many activities that will leave you unfulfilled. You can be disappointed by a dry hole with very few stalagmites and stalactites. Okay, listen. I gotta assume we're still talking about Mammoth Cave. Okay, I hope if this is about your dog, okay, or anybody else.
I hope my dog has few
stalactites and stalagmites. I would hope so. One's top, one's bottom, right?
Tights is top, mites is bottom.
Tights is bottom, or tights is top. TT. Type.
Tights is top. There you go. Yeah, the T top. There you go.
Gotcha.
You should remember that.
Hey, gotcha. So it says, or if you want to discover nothing other than trees for over 80 plus miles of hiking, biking, and horseback riding. By the way, maybe we get Benton Horse Stable.
Right.
Could go there. So maybe you feel better about something.
Yeah,
You'd be like, hey,
that's the problem. At Mammoth Cave, like it's got a wide opening, but you're the one who's hung.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird is, but you know what's bad is like that stalactite is huge. You're like, damn it.
Yeah.
I knew it. We have to go somewhere where there's smaller stalactites.
Can we go back to the horses?
Yeah, we get on. Let's ride a horse. So, but it says, fair warning, there are bugs in the outdoors. Cellular phone service is spotty, and there are stairs on some of our cave tours, but not all of them. Okay, if you go on a cave tour and go, these stairs suck.
Yeah,
you're probably there for the wrong reason. Okay, if you go, hey, there's no wheelchair ramp. It's not handicap accessible. It's a cave.
What was named for the third year in a row America's #1 theme park, Silver Dollar City. It started out being a cave tour, and the city was where.
Did it really?
Yeah, the Silver Dollar City was like an old West town they built above the cave, so people would hang out where they're waiting for their turn to go to the cave.
Yeah,
the cave is still there. You can still do it.
What are you doing? Killing time. Going to this
time.
fun park.
Going to the thing. There's stairs, I guess. Yeah, but they literally tell you, like they put there's a cutout that says this is the lowest you'll have to duck to get through this cave. There's stairs, everything. Please, like, go to the bathroom now. If you have any kind of heart issues or mobility issues, you cannot do this. Inevitably, at the end of the thing, it'll be like, oh, by the way, yeah, there is a tram to take you out, but you have to climb it's like 300 stairs to get to it. People are like, what?
Yeah,
we've been going down the whole time. Did you just think we were going to come out like in the bottom of a mountain? So like, ta-da!
Yeah. There's an elevator where they built it back in the Mesozoic era.
Right.
It's like no, they didn't. No, they didn't.
This is made out of dinosaur bones.
Yeah. So it says this one. The last sentence says, "A world of regret awaits you at Mammoth Cave. Make your cave reservations and find all the information you need to plan your very own not enjoyable in quotes visit to Mammoth Cave National Park."
Now, if you had said that this article and review has been written by Truman Wilson, I'd be like, that checks out.
Yeah. Wait, outdoors, bugs, no Wi-Fi? Yeah. Why are we here?
Stairs?
Yeah.
Sometimes not stairs?
Oh, yeah.
This sucks.
This cave with sometimes stairs really sucks. Yeah. So what do you look for in a cave? Elevator?
God, we went to the woods. All it was a bunch of trees.
Yeah. 80 miles. 80 miles of
80-mile trees.
Of the same stuff. So I just thought, when you write a review on something, that's pretty solid. And this one, it's written in the person of, hey, this is us.
Yeah, this is us.
Yeah, come on here, But it's funny. It says, are you interested in this post? Interested or not interested?
Yeah.
If you're interested after you read that post.
Yeah. If they did the same marketing as the horse place, like, Mammoth Cave, well, you're the one that's effed.
Yeah. Right. You like walking? No, come on out.
You like walking?
We got a tram.
We got it for you.
We got a tram. Yeah. Can you climb 300 stairs? So there was a job I did when I was younger. You're familiar with it, but there was one of the posts of the jobs was 80 feet in the air.
Oh yeah.
And so anyway, what would be great is when you could climb those. When you knew you were a man, when you go in there and climb this ship's ladder all the way, the spiral ladder, all the way to the top, because you'd hear people when they come to relieve you would be like, they stop. You hear it. Then all of a sudden they stop and you're like, did he die? And then you hear the hee, and you're like, okay, no, it's just wheezing. You're like, still coming.
Red dog them stairs.
Yeah, still coming. He's still coming. So did you start suking me? Am I up here by myself now? Are we done? Do I live here now? Yeah. But no, it was just one of those things where it's like, you start this job and you're like, wait a minute, I got to climb stairs, Yeah, that's what you do.
People would trade to get out of that.
Also,
people trade to stay in it.
I would stay.
So you'd have to leave it.
Oh yeah, especially if I ever, which I never really did because I always traded off Sundays. But if I had to work a Sunday during football season, I would be like, I will stay up there the entire day. What about you have to? No, listen, I won't drink. I don't care. I won't have to pee. I'm good.
Yeah,
we're good.
Remember we were in training that like someone got fired because they peed in the facility.
Yeah,
and the guy that trained us was like, yeah, they could tell because they smelled the urination, and I was like, there's other words.
Yeah,
there are other words. The urine.
Yeah.
That's one.
Piss?
Piss?
I would have taken piss.
Yeah.
I would have taken
Tinkle.
Yeah. Pissination.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a real word.
Yeah.
I think you're making that up. I'm pretty sure you're making that.
The Tinkle Nation.
Is that? I was gonna say. Is that just a urination play on urination? Is that all you're
what's
doing?
that? Is that a nation of urine?
Yeah. I feel like you're. Feel like we're back in
Literally, you
urination.
said that, and I my brain was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. So, but that was one of the things was people were like, I got to climb that many stairs. It's like, you have a physical job. You're supposed to be on your feet and going. Yeah. You this is what you do.
Yeah.
But people would say that, and you knew you were a man when you'd pop this door, and then you'd hear it latch, and then you would hear my feet all the way to the top. When I stopped, I was right underneath that door. You were letting me in. But yeah, other people, you're like, and they stopped 2-3 times. You're like, okay, hold on. Now, if there's a problem, you're supposed to help defend this place.
Right.
And I feel like we're going to be screwed.
Yeah.
You're going to be eating a donut for an hour and a half.
Everybody, we're attacking through Tower 4.
Right. Why?
Call Thomas Fitzpatrick. Tell him.
Yeah. There ain't no way.
Yeah, come
ain't
through
no way
Tower
you're getting
4.
up there. Ain't no way you're getting up there. Yeah. He's like, I got it. I got this. Yeah. Don't tell me I can't land that plane there. All right. I have a TCO WTF with T.
Oh, that's my job.
Yeah. And I hope, hold on. I'm going to have to leave it like this.
Oh, no.
No, if I blow it up, it's going to have the picture thing on it. I don't want the
All right,
picture
so I
thing.
got to read. What am I reading?
So
Point
you're
it
gonna
out to me. Oh, from here down.
Yeah, from there down.
Okay.
Go ahead. This one's actually very heartfelt, but I think you're going to like it.
This is a post from Jim Clark.
Yeah.
You will never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today, I operated on a little girl. She needed O blood. We did not have any, but her twin brother has O blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think of anything of it until we took his blood and he asked, so when will I die? He thought he was giving his life for hers. Thankfully, they both died.
He goes, "Oh God." Yeah. So Wilson read it with a lot of fever. You got to that last sentence. You're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
There's got to be a twist.
I read it very much like, and this is dedicated to.
Yeah.
Like I was Casey Kasem.
to both of these kids
This
who
is
died.
dedicated to both of these kids who are now ghosts.
Yeah, but I just love when he's like, he thought he was giving his life for hers. Thankfully, they both died. Yeah. So
Turns out they needed oh no blood.
yeah. What kind do you have? Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
not
full
going to
of-
work.
Is that full of diarrhea?
Hey, you know what? Let's just go through the process. It's not going to work, but
Yeah.
let's just motions.
Just tell them. Just tell them. You know what? They hate this kid
Yeah.
more than the other one.
Right.
So let's just do it.
Hey,
So-
you guys wanted this. I want to say Satsucha. What is it?
Satsuka.
Satsuka, your kids?
Yeah.
This is the way to do it.
So it is Satsuka. It's SOT. Oh, Satsuken. SOT.
Oh, that's right. Because Satsuken.
Yeah. SUKON. Satsuken. Yeah, that's what it is. So, but yeah, you want to Satsuken your kids. Guys, we're getting no fulfillment from you guys whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're going to move on. Okay. We call this a child graduation. So they're like, isn't that when we're 18? No. This is for the parents. So, by the way, we're going to go to Mammoth Cave. So we are taking you there first. You know what's weird? They go to Mammoth Cave and the kids are like, just do it.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't understand.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Let's
understand.
just.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want the transfusion. I don't need the blood anymore. I'm golden. So why don't you just leave me here by the tram?
Yeah, why don't you just throw me in this somewhat dry hole?
Impale me on that
Yeah.
stalactite.
Don't even have to dig a grave. It's already
Yeah.
here.
So, all right, I got a strange story, and this one I really want to see.
Strange stories.
Man wakes up to find 450-foot cargo ship run aground feet from his house. Okay. What, do you know the story?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I saw the picture. I don't know anything about it. I just know that there was a picture of a house, and then literally, like within, like, hey, there it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it says the close call incident happened the night between May 21st and May 22nd. So yeah.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, in northern Norway. Hey, we're back to Nordic people.
Yeah.
Maybe they were
In the
playing.
fjord?
Yeah, they were playing. What was, I don't know what that sport was called. They didn't
Maybe they found those gulls from Sweden last week.
Yeah, he was at home with his trophy prize, so he was sleeping. But it says he woke up to his doorbell ringing frantically. Now that would be great if the boat landed
like,
right just against the ring. You can't see nothing.
Yeah.
Because the ring's blocked. You're like, who's got their hand
out there? Yeah. Can you step back? Take one step. What?
Hey, Taga. All right.
Fighting around the world.
I'm glad you got that reference.
It took me a second, but I got it.
Yeah. Hey, Taga. All right. So it says the doorbell rang. Oh, God. The doorbell rang at that time of day. I don't like to receive visitors, he grumbled. Okay.
Oh, you're really not
So
going to like this.
he tells the Norwegian News, okay? At the door was his neighbor, Jostein Jorgensen. First off, I'm going to call you JJ.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way.
Organ.
Yeah, right. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. But it says, he inquired whether Helberg was aware of his new neighbor. We can only imagine Helberg was about to ask what the hell JJ was talking about.
Hey, did you buy a boat?
Yeah.
No. Ooh.
Hey, bro, we're not supposed to park those in our driveway. I'm just telling you, we got an HOA.
The HOA is not going to be happy about
They're going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed. All right. So it says, he said, then he happened to look past his shoulder. And there on Helberg's yard was the 442-foot long cargo ship. Okay. The NCL Sultan. Okay. Unlike Helberg, who had slept fitfully through the entire incident.
Yeah. I mean, he woke up. He noticed there was a prescription bottle for his dog.
Yeah.
Ooh, something's happened this morning.
Ooh, man. You guys want to get lunch? Yeah. So it says Jorgensen had seen it all. Okay. Around 5 a.m. local time, he was said to be woken by noises coming from a ship. Now, if I'm on land and I get ship noises coming,
It's maybe thought it was his white noise machine. Yeah. Must have turned off the whales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must the whales must have ended.
Oh, it's weird.
This is really realistic.
When I looked out the window, I saw a ship coming full speed towards the shore, he recalled. JJ expected the ship to change course, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was aimed at his neighbor's house. Now, if I'm JJ, I'm going,
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna. Ooh.
Yeah. 4. He just calls it from his bed, rolls over, and goes back to sleep. So it says he ran to his porch and started yelling at Helberg to get out. However, as he received no reply, he tried calling him. But he also didn't get his attention that way either. At that point, it was too late. The ship ran ashore only about 20 feet from this guy's house. 442-foot ship, 20 feet from your house. It's a little farther than we are from Mac.
Right. What I think would be funny though is like that just like obscures JJ's vision. He's like, oh no, and he runs around. Oh, well there he is, right?
Yeah. Hey.
You made it.
Yeah. Sorry about your Cadillac, man. Your driveway is screwed. So, but it says it was so unreal.
Hey, can I be here when you call your insurance?
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
There's no way.
There's no way. I just send pictures of JJ like, hey, just like out in front, like
the new Mayhem commercial.
Yeah.
It's not like you're 442-foot
boat.
Okay. And you run ashore.
Yeah. When you're just sitting in your house, unable to be woken up by your neighbor JJ.
Yeah.
And a 442-foot boat just rams into your raw dogs your front yard.
Yeah. That's what he goes, I'm a 442-foot boat with a very adequate peanut.
And I'm about to raw dog.
I'm going to raw dog his yard and his driveway.
Yeah. I'm only adequate. I'm going to come up about 20 feet short.
Right. If I was really hung like a 442-foot, I would probably penetrate his house, but there's no way I'm going to reach his house. The driveway's like 40 feet by itself, man.
Yeah.
Let's not, he's getting off topic.
Guys, I was in the water.
Yeah. Guys,
I was in the pool.
I was in the pool. Okay.
Significant shrinkage.
So what it says, the man had to deal with a ship in his yard first thing in the morning. He said, and this is a quote, I had to bend my neck to see the top of it. It was so unreal. I couldn't imagine walking out your front door and be like, huh? You know what I mean? Like having to look up like you're looking for the moon and be like, oh, there's the captain.
Yeah.
He's on the deck.
Look up here.
Yeah.
Look up here.
Yeah. So it says,
Hey, can I get a push?
Yeah. He grabs a champagne bottle and christens it. That's not what we were trying to do. I don't know what you were doing.
No.
That's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
No, it's right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Possession's 9/10 of the law.
Right here.
Yeah. He writes his name on the side. Helberg.
Yeah.
What it?
NCL Helper.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Right. So it says
NCL this guy.
It says the ship had veered just a little bit. It would have hit his house, and quite possibly the man himself would be history. Now, could you imagine what a way if you were writing? Because what's that movie that's out now? Final Destination. Like they're doing another one.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? This is one of the Final Destinations. Okay, you're asleep in your bed. All of a sudden, 442 foot.
Picture this boat.
Yeah, but on land. Dun-dun-dun.
Land boat. That's ridiculous.
What's next? Sharknado?
Yeah. Guys, you see the paper? Yeah. Son of a bitch. They stole my idea.
Right. Dude, that's good. That's really good. It's really good. But it says if the ship had hit the rocks right next to it, it would have lifted it up and hit the house really hard. Okay, that
Yeah, I
house ain't stopping that
Yeah,
boat.
I was gonna say I don't think there's any like kind of level of hitting.
Yeah, you know what I picture? I picture his neighbor JJ doing the Austin Powers, where he's like, "No!" He's just standing there with his hand out,
Hey.
and it stops.
Thank God this 442-foot boat only lightly hit my house.
Yeah,
It would have hit it hard.
that'll buff out. That should come right out.
that'll
I don't
buff
even
out.
understand. Yeah, imagine calling. Yeah, like you call your insurance company. You go, "What happened?" Okay. I swear to God, I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Boat.
I got one word for you. Boat.
Boat.
2 words for you. Boat, house.
No, you mean houseboat? Nope.
Nope. Well,
Nope, I don't.
Well, no.
Yeah.
You're 20 feet off.
Yeah. Because it's adequate. It's a very adequate tanker. I don't even understand. So, but it says, why did the Sultan almost crush his house? That's an excellent question. And authorities are trying to figure it all out. Incidents like this should not happen. Right.
Right. Thanks, Sherlock.
Yeah. But it says, we've started an investigation into the causes. I got the cause. Ship went that way.
Right.
Should have went that way.
Right.
Went this way. Why did it go that way? We don't care. It went that way.
I think you need to determine why it didn't turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, get this. It seems something is not quite right with the Sultan. She has run aground twice before in 23 and 24.
Hey, you seem to have a history. We're going to risk it.
Yeah. Dude, so twice before this one, it's run aground. And now here we are in 25, and it's like, so it's 3 for 3 now.
Yeah.
Last 3 years. Trifecta. Okay.
Hey, Captain, you know these end up at piers or docks, right? I don't know what you're talking about.
You said docks, right?
Right. You said docks, right?
See, that's an old joke. You'd have to go back for that one.
No.
You'd have to go back and listen.
No.
You'd have to go back and listen.
Go back to the beginning.
So, but it said neither incident caused major injuries or harm. Both groundings were likely caused by technical failure. Listen, something that big is floating.
Yeah, right. Hey, did we get that technical failure fixed? We'll find out.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Somebody want to call JJ and let him know. Wake up his neighbor. Let him know. And they get there and they're like,
Also, how fast is the ship going?
right.
Not fast enough where it went all the way up on the. So he was like, I'm going to yell. I'm going to call. I'm going to wait to see where it goes. I'm going to wait to see where it goes.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause.
I'm going to pause.
I'm going to pause. First 2 things, I did those in like 30 seconds.
Ooh, I should have. Maybe I could have walked over there.
Yeah. What's weird is the ship's captain is Thomas Fitzpatrick. He's like, don't tell me I can't do this.
Don't tell me. Yeah, don't tell me.
Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us setting up a fake jury right outside of Thomas Fitzpatrick's house.
Yeah.
You can find us at ThatChecksOut.net, all the socials. That checks out WDT stands for with Damon and Ted, because he's Damon, I'm Ted. We are the executive producers, hosts, the whole talent, everything about the show except the audio stuff. Mac does that. Sometimes Jerry, not this week.
Yeah.
Again. Come on down, talk to Mac at Audio Hive Podcasting Studio. You ask for Mac, he'll know who sent you. It wasn't anyone else on this earth. It was just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah. He'll Satsukin you.
No, he will definitely separate. Make you do it all by yourself.
Correct.
Go my own way. Well, you're the one who's hung. That checks out.
At Audio High Podcasting, where you're the one that's hung.